The Memory Keeper's Daughter, written by Kim Edwards, and this PowerPoint created by Morgan Elfstrand. Dr. David Henry and his wife Nora live in a small town in Kentucky. In March of 1964, there is an unexpected blizzard. Right when it happened, Nora started to go into labor, and her husband had to deliver the babies himself. Dr. Henry was an orthopedic surgeon and had to call his nurse, Caroline Gill, to help assist him. 2 twins are born unexpectedly. Baby number 1 is a healthy little boy, and they name him Paul. Baby number 2 has an immediate sign of Down syndrome, and they name her Phoebe. David does not want his wife to see that they have a child that will suffer from Down syndrome. He believes that a child with Down syndrome will have a very weak heart and die early. So he hands Phoebe to his nurse Caroline and tells her to drop her off at an institution. Caroline packs her things and drives to the institution, and when she gets there, when she sees it, she realizes that's not the right thing to do. So she goes home, packs all of her belongings, and leaves town to raise Phoebe where no one will ever find them. When Nora awakens from delivery, David says that the baby girl died during delivery. As their lives continue, they have a healthy boy, and Paul grows up, and Caroline raises Phoebe. David becomes very withdrawn from his family, and the effects are noticeable. Nora suffers from depression ever since she lost her baby at childbirth, and their son, Paul, does not feel loved and suppresses himself into music and spends every minute of his day playing the guitar. Caroline fights for Phoebe to have rights to attend school and live her life independently. My favorite scene is when Caroline is driving home and stops at the grocery store before heading to her house. It is a Saturday night and the store was closing right as she left. When she got into her car, her battery was dead, so she walks around to find if anyone can help. She finds only Al in his semi in the back of the store. Al takes Caroline and Phoebe home and ends up spending the night. In the morning, he's making breakfast for them when Caroline wakes up. This is my favorite scene because I think that it's great how caring Al is when he doesn't even know them and is willing to do so much for them. My favorite character is Caroline Gill. She's Dr. Henry's nurse, adopts Phoebe, and marries Al. She's a strong, independent, and capable woman. She's also an advocate for equal rights for special needs students. She keeps Dr. Henry updated on Phoebe throughout letters her entire life, and she puts everyone before herself. She is asked to bring Phoebe to an institution, but she brings her home and raises Phoebe all by herself. My favorite quote from the book is, "A moment might be 1,000 different things." This is my favorite quote because it proves that every moment has 1,000 different meanings. The apparent reason for the moment isn't always the truth, and every person in the room has a different outlook on what the meaning of the moment means. I would recommend this book to anyone who has interest in Down syndrome, also people who are inspired by a true story. This book is heart-wrenching and dramatic. I think that adult women would like this book more than anyone. Years later, The Memory Keeper's Daughter was created into a Lifetime original movie.